Welcome to Ladies Keeping It Real. And today we're going to talk about how to teach a man how to treat you. Yes, ladies, I'm saying how to teach a man how to treat you. It's possible. What you need to do to teach a man how to treat you is to give him compliments. You know, when he does something really nice and you like what he does, you say, wow, thank you, baby. That was great. I appreciate it. Oh, you say you're such a wonderful man. You give him great compliments. When he cooks dinner for you, you tell him how delicious the food tastes and how you love when he cooks dinner for you. And also when he fixes something around the house, you tell him how great he is and how strong he is. So that's how you teach a man how to treat you. And then you let him know also that you like that as well. You like compliments in return. So when both of y'all complimenting each other, y'all feel good. This is how you teach a man how to treat you. So what do you think, Linda?
Well, I agree with what you said. I co-sign on it. But I have something else that I think is very important to a relationship, and that is expectations. If a man expects certain things and you know about it, and you expect certain things and he knows about it, then that solves 99% of the problems.
That's right.
If you expect to be treated a certain way, he needs to know how you want to be treated. If he expects certain things from you, he needs to communicate that to you so you could know and say, well, I'm good with it or I'm not good with it. It's very important that you know what to expect, because I expect for a man to be open, communicating, and transparent with me. Don't hide anything from me. Let's be honest and truthful. Keep everything above board. I don't expect him to hide his phone. I don't hide mine. I don't expect to have surprises if I come to his house unannounced. And he certainly won't have any surprises if he comes to my house.
Yes.
So, I don't expect for him to do things underhanded and be secretive. I think it should be mutually um, beneficial and have mutual transparency and openness. That's very important. And if you expect that, you should let them know that just what you expect, so you won't get any surprises and you won't be disappointed.
Yes.
All right. I agree with you, Linda. I co-sign on that 100% as well. I don't allow him to be inconsistent. If he says he's going to do something, and then I hold him to it. Unless it's something really important and really serious that he had to follow through. But if he doesn't, then you need to let him know that this is not going to be tolerated. And if he does it again, if you allow him to continue breaking promises, he won't take you seriously, and he will continue to do it. You'll just be unhappy and disappointed throughout the relationship. So inconsistency is just can't be a part of this program. And you have to let him know about any inconsistency. It won't fall right with you. You don't want to be unhappy in a relationship. So that's very important.
Yes. I agree. So also how you teach a man how to treat you is you give him feedback. You let him know what you appreciate, So you just give him feedback, Again, if he's cooking for you, you tell him how good it is and how you appreciate it. You just give him some positive feedback. You let him know how handsome he is. You let him know how you feel being with him, how he makes you happy. You give him some positive feedback and you let him know you're open to that as well. So when a man feels good about himself, then he treats you well in return. Then you have teach that man how to treat you in a positive way. So how do you teach a man how to treat you? You show gratitude and you show appreciation. So Linda, what do you
Yes.
think you need to do to teach a man how to treat you?
Well, I like what you said about communicating. That's very important. But I think it's also urgent and necessary that we take the negativity out of the relationship. I don't believe in arguing. I never had a relationship where I argued. Everything was, good morning, baby. How you feel? You know, oh, you look good today. You look handsome. My queen, my king. You know, this constantly arguing and complaining, I don't participate in it, and I will never. If I have to argue with somebody and fuss, then somebody is not getting the memo. I mean, you can have disagreements and you can have serious conversations, but not with a negative tone, not calling names, not continuously negativity. I'm not going to live like that. I want it to be sweetness and love and kindness. And you don't have to argue and complain if everybody knows that how wonderful the other person is and how wonderful they are. What is there to argue and complain about? Compliment each other.
Yes, I agree. Say what you have to say. And if he doesn't want to listen to you, then he's deliberately really doesn't care about what you feel. So from that, we talk about when you say negativity, what about when they're disrespecting you? You don't allow a man to disrespect you, call you out of your name. You don't allow a man to say things that are mean and nasty towards you. You don't allow a man to make you feel less than, because that hurts your self-esteem. Most women's self-esteem will become very low because of how a man is talking to them. So it's very important. If a man walks in the door and he starts disrespecting you, you need him to say, listen, this is not going to fly right. I'm not having that. You need to not do that. I'm not going to tolerate the disrespect. Okay? So yes, I agree with you. Disrespect and not being able to speak to me in a respectful manner is very important.
If quality time is important to you, then you must make yourself available. Also, he must make himself available for you as well for the quality time. It's very important to advance the relationship. It's very important to move the relationship forward. And to if he doesn't spend quality time with you and you request it on numerous occasions, then you need to reevaluate your relationship, because a man that desires you will spend quality time with you.
Yes, yes, that's so true. That's so true. I also believe that how you can teach a man is you let them, no circumstances should you tolerate cheating, okay? If he cheats on you, then you should not allow that. And if you decide you want to still be with him, then give him a hard time. Don't make it easy. Don't make it easy to come back home. Okay, give him a hard time. Being like, if you don't live together, don't let him see you that often anymore. Don't pick up the phone all the time. You just give him a hard time, letting him know how close he came to losing you. If y'all live together, he needs to sleep on the couch. You know, he needs not to be intimate with you until you know for sure he's sorry for what he did and he's not going to do it again. So you don't just allow cheating. Now, is it again? Then at that point, then you know that he doesn't care, okay? He just wants to cheat, okay? So then that's when you need to really think about what you want to do with this situation.
Tolerate any girlfriends. You know, you should expect to be the queen bee, and he's the king. And once you let your guard down and allow that, you'll open the door for trouble. But like I said, expectations are important. No girlfriends, no side pieces. It's just me and you. And if he don't want that, then you need to, seriously consider whether this is the type of guy that you want at all.
Okay. All right, Linda. And then from that, also, that spins off the booty calls. Okay, like if you are trying to develop a relationship with someone and he's calling you only late at night and he wants to come over and he doesn't take you out to dinner or spend quality time with you, then he's setting you up for a booty call. And you should not be a booty call unless that's what you want. Again, if you want to be a booty call, that is all well and good if y'all agree to it. But you should not allow a man to put you in a category of booty call. That means if you meet somebody, maybe say on the dating line, and he wants to meet up with you and you want you to come to his house to bring him some cookies, bring him those cookies, don't do it, because he didn't do the work. He didn't put the work in. And if he doesn't put the work in, date you, court you, spend time with you, then he's setting you up for a booty call, and you're teaching him to treat you as a booty call. And if you don't want to be a booty call, you don't allow it.
All right, absolutely, absolutely. You have to put those things in play so you won't have those type of situations. And if you have done everything that you can to show this man that you love him and you treated him nice and loving, and you followed most of these steps and he still doesn't commit, then most likely he's not going to. And that's the time where you need to reevaluate your relationship because it's not going anywhere. And at this point, it probably wouldn't go forward. A lot of women don't know how they want to be treated because of so many bad past relationships. She doesn't expect to be treated like a lady because she never was treated like a lady. So she doesn't know what that looks like. If man she's been with has always disrespected her or not spoken to her in a respectable manner or called her out of her name and make her feel like she cannot do better than him, then she might just believe this is true. If every man she's been with cheated on her, then she might believe that this is what all men do. Bad relationships have a way of shaping your belief about how you are supposed to be treated until she finds a man that respects her and knows how to treat her like a lady. She might not believe she deserves it, or that it's real and maybe only in the fairy tales. Ladies, I'm here to tell you that yes, you don't need a man to tell you how to be treated. All you have to do is not accept anything less. Have the man open your doors, pull out your chair, pour your drinks, and if he won't do it, you decide if you want to be with him.
I used to have a man, he have to open the doors, and if he didn't open the doors, I wasn't walking in. I was standing right there until those doors open up. And he asked me, what's the problem? I'm used to a man opening my doors. So if you don't want to open my doors, then I cannot continually go forward, you know? So you set the pace on how you want to be treated. And if he follows through, so be it. If he doesn't, then you make a decision. So spinning off from that, we need to do if a man don't treat us the way we want to be treated. So I'll start. If a man, especially you meeting a man just for the first time, or you're just dating and it's really in the beginning stage, if he's not treating me the way I want to be treated, walking in the door, I'm going to have to tell him, nice meeting you. It was a pleasure, but you're not the one for me. Because if you allow the man to walk in the door treating you all kinds of ways, he's going to continue and it's going to escalate. So you need to let him know right then and there, this is not, it's not tolerated, straight from the jump. And if he doesn't want to get on board, he can keep it moving. Because there's always somebody else. There's always another man in the world. He is not the only one. So you have to be willing to walk away if you want to be treated well. You have to be willing to say goodbye. Be willing to say goodbye if you want to be treated well. And even if the relationship progresses and he starts treating you disrespectfully, because some of them show you, who they think you want to be, who they think you want in the beginning, and then all of a sudden there's some other person that you ain't never seen before, then you need to tell them at that stage, you need to go back to the one we've met, because I don't know who you are. And if he don't understand it, then you're gonna say, well, I don't want to be with this stranger. This stranger is not the person I met. This is not who I like and care and love. So if you don't want to go back to who I saw and met, or the person I met in the beginning, then I have to say goodbye. It's nice knowing you. I can take my heart and go through the pain, but I'd rather go through the pain now than be in a miserable relationship. That we need to do if a man is not treating you the way you want to be treated. What would you do?
I think it's very important you want a man to treat you right. let him know how you want to be treated, then you need to pull back. Don't give him your treasure. Don't give him your quality time. Let him know that his behavior is unacceptable and will not be tolerated. Let him know what you want, and let him know that maybe he's not the right guy. If he can't, if he don't have the same, if he don't want to treat you the way you want to be treated, maybe it's a mismatch.
If a man, to me, if he doesn't treat me right, first of all, we're not going to be going that far, because I can find out in first 30 days how he's going to treat, or what's acceptable to me. We don't know what happens after 30 days, but what's acceptable to give me the okay to allow him to stay. But if he's not doing, being consistent, my thing is consistency. If he's not doing that, then the consequences are, I won't be consistent with him either. Also, he might have less of my time, less of my attention. I might not have any more dates or any dates at all, because he wasn't consistent. So consistency is very important, and that's a consequence if you're not like that. You won't get a second go around. So this is your first time to shine, to have that urgency, like, you need to speak to me like how it's supposed to be, like nature has it. If you don't have that, then there's a consequence for that, and that's not being with me.
Yes. So in closing, basically, if a man doesn't treat you the way you need to be treated, there need to be consequences for his action. So whether it's pull away, whether it's shutting him down, whether it's, not being available as much, whether it's with me, it's to the extreme, because it's like, you walking in the door like that, you're showing me who you are, or you change to somebody I don't know who you are, then I don't want to be with a stranger, and I don't want to be with somebody that's not going to treat me the way I want to be treated. So in consequences, we're saying basically those are the consequences to try to get a man to treat you the way you need to be treated. Now, the other thing is that some men cannot change, they do not want to change. You meet them the way they are, and that's who they are. Now, you have to make a decision if this is who you want to be with. If you decide to be with a man that says, okay, I am a disrespectful man, I'm not going to care about your feelings, I'm not going to do this, then don't try to change that person, because he don't want to be changed. So don't try to change him. You need to make a decision that this person is not for you, because he doesn't respect you. So why would I deal with him like he's the last man on earth? He's not. There are plenty of men out there. He's not the last one on earth. And because we make it too easy for him, and some women tolerate those behaviors, they think it's okay. But think about it. If he don't get any women, and women don't tolerate it, trust me, he'll change, because the desert will go dry, okay? He will have nobody to be with. So thank you for joining Ladies Keeping It Real. Please like and subscribe to our channel.